Hey everybody, hope you're having a great long weekend, Family Day long weekend, and looking forward to gathering for our church service tomorrow too. And so, hey, we're going to be back in the story of Samson, wrapping it up, that famous encounter with Delilah. Okay, so Judges chapter 16, and it had me thinking about something. Last week, Lisa came home from the grocery store. She brought this bag of pears, and they were sitting on the counter there, all these pears, and they were a little bit hard that first day, and so I left them alone, and then I was looking forward to having one, and the week went by, and all of a sudden I noticed all the pears were gone. There was one pear left, and so I'd had breakfast. I was like getting ready to head into the office, and I was like, you know what, I better grab that pear because it's my last chance. So I took hold of that pear, I bit into it, and when I pulled it away from my mouth, I saw the entire center of the pear was rotten, man. It was brown, it was nasty, it was disgusting. And the crazy thing is that I couldn't see it. Like on the outside, the pear looked totally fine, but on the inside, it had rotted from the inside to the outside. Now, I think it's kind of a cool picture because I was thinking about Samson. Samson, here's a guy who was like unconscious, so to speak, of the spiritual deterioration that was happening in his own heart. If you go ahead and read Judges chapter 16, what you'll see is that the guy is constantly falling asleep. Like he's asleep all the time, and there's the threat of the enemy, and he's unaware of what is happening around him. And it goes so far as to tell us, well, we know what happens. His hair gets cut off. Delilah cuts off his hair, and he is unconscious of the fact that the Lord has left him. He's had this unconscious spiritual deterioration. And when she says, Samson, the Philistines are upon you, what happens? He gets up. The text tells us, the scripture tells us, he didn't know that the Lord had left him. And it's crazy. It's like his eyes end up getting gouged out. And it's like while he's been sleeping, his senses are dulled, his eyesight is dulled, his strength has left him. And look at church, we got to be careful that we're not spiritually sleeping, that we're not rotting from the inside to the outside, that we're not unaware of the fact that there's a spiritual deterioration happening. The scripture says this, that we're to be alert, that we're to watch out because our enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion and he's looking for someone to devour. And we don't want him sinking his teeth into us and to find out, hey, this guy's already rotten from the inside. And so I want to just remind you to be awake, to be aware. The scripture says that though the devil prowls around like a roaring lion, we're to resist him and to stand firm in the Lord. And so I just want to encourage you. We're going to be together tomorrow morning at 9:30 and 11 live streaming. You can catch us on Facebook, on YouTube, through the church website, and you can join us. So be reading ahead, Judges chapter 16, looking forward to that. And hey, I want to pass on this info to you too. We're going to have Kids Place tomorrow. So if you're age 5 to 11, we are starting Kids Place back up, and we're going to have your parents drop you off and participate in that. And so, hey, looking forward to a great Sunday. Hope you're having a great long weekend. God bless you guys. We'll see you tomorrow.